So good day, sir. I am Alice Arbantas from BSN2C, your student nurse for today. So today I'm going to perform the prenatal care and pulse maneuver. So the equipment will be needed is the tape measure, mother-baby book, tetanus toxoid vaccine, and 3cc syringe. So the first procedure is the identify the client and explain the procedure to prevent errors. This enhancing client to be cooperative and fund her confidence. So good day, ma'am. I am Alice Cervantes. Ano po name niyo, ma'am?
Nadia po.
Birthday po.
2000, January 15, 2000.
Age po.
24.
Thank you, ma'am. So next is assess client health history, which includes personal, family, social, previous obstetrical, and present obstetrical data. Rationale, information gathered by healthcare provider will help establish baseline data, identify teaching needs. So, ma'am, first baby niyo po ito.
Yes po.
Next is assess the client's knowledge and guidelines for health, pregnant, and antepartum care. Provide baseline data to identify teaching needs. Serves as baseline data for succeeding prenatal care. Next is review the plans for antepartum care visits, examination and laboratory findings. Rationale is to serve as baseline data for succeeding prenatal care. Next is monitor vital signs of the client. Rationale is provide a baseline data on future comparison and identification of factors that may place the client at risk of for problems. Ma'am, wala ako vital sign.
Okay po.
Paipit lang. Stand mo ako. Normal naman kung weighting nyo, ma'am. It's 120/2. So next is measure the height on initial visit and monitor the weight in succeeding visit. Weighting is an important part of each weighting is important part of each prenatal examination. A gain or decrease in weight will affect pregnancy. Next is conduct a physical examination. Begin assessing from head to toe. Rationale is to come with a general impression of women's health and well-being. Pagdating ko yung sugat, ma'am. Next is the performing abdominal examination. So next is instruct the client to empty or void her bladder to promote comfort on the part of the client. Nakaihi na kayo, ma'am?
Yes po.
Next is position the client in dorsal recumbent. Rationale is proper positioning relaxes both mother and baby. It also facilitates the easy location, presentation, and lie of the fetus. Ika lang tayo, ma'am. Comfortable kayo, ma'am?
Yes po.
Next is drape client and expose the abdomen from the level of the xiphoid process down to the symphysis pubis to provide privacy. Next is measure the fundic height using tape measure starting at 0 centimeter to determine the gestation fetus. Next is the centimeter side of the tape measure must 2 centimeter facing the abdomen, while the inch side is facing the examiner to prevent bias. Next is locate the highest point of the fundus. Leave one hand in place and secure the end of the tape measure to the fundus. Measure down to the top of the symphysis pubis to measure the fundic height correctly. Next is document the measurement in centimeter to compare with the calculated gestation. Next is perform the Leopold's maneuver to assess the condition and fetal presentation. So, ma'am, mag-start na ako mag-Leopold's maneuver. Okay lang, ma'am?
Yes po.
Next is warm 2 hands by rubbing one against the other before placing them on the abdomen. So, the rationale of this is the use of warm hands during the palpation prevents tension and hardening of the abdominal muscle, favoring good results. Next is perform the 4 maneuver. During the first 3 maneuver, the examiner stands at the side of the client bed and faces the client. Next is rationale of this is the position favors accurate performance of the maneuver. So let's proceed to the first maneuver. First maneuver is the fundal grip. With both hands, palpate upper abdomen and fundus for consistency and mobility. Consistency is head is round, hard, breech is well defined. Mobility is head moves independently, breech less mobile. So the rationale of this is to determine the fetal part lying in the fundus. Next is the second maneuver, the umbilical grip. With both hands moving down, palpate the sides of the uterus from the top to bottom. One side smooth, hard, resistant surface or back. Other side is angular modulation, knees and elbows. Rationale is to determine the fetal back or fetal heart tone fetal heart tone, usually found in the left lower quadrant. Next is the third maneuver, or the Pollick's grip. With the right hand over the symphysis, identify the presenting part by grasping the lower abdomen with thumb and fingers. Assess whether the presentation part is engaged in the pelvis. If head is engaged, it will not move. If it is soft, it is the back. So rationale of this is to determine engagement of the presenting part. So next is the fourth maneuver, or pelvic grip. The nurse alters position by turning toward the patient's feet with both hands. Assess the descent of the presenting part by locating the cephalic prominence of brow. Place your fingers on both sides of uterus, about 2 inches above the inguinal ligament. Press downwards and inwards. If the fetal back is palpated, it meets no obstruction. The other hand will meet obstruction. The fetal brow is palpated. So rationale of this is to determine the degree of flexion of the fetal head. Next is reposition the client to make the client feel comfortable. Pwede na kayo mag-upo ng kayo tapos na So next is administer the TT or the tetanus toxoid vaccine following the recommended schedule. TT1 is give as early as possible. TT2 after a month later. TT3 at least 6 months later. TT4 is at least 1 year, later. TT5 is at about one year later after TT4. So rationale of this is prevents both mother and the baby from tetanus. Next is administer iron folate supplement until the second month postpartum to regain the iron loss during childbirth. Next is administer malaria prophylaxis to all pregnant women in endemic areas as ordered by the doctor. Give 2 tablets of chloroquine phosphate every week for the duration of pregnancy. Women are most likely to develop malaria when pregnant. Women are most likely to develop malaria when pregnant. Malaria can cause miscarriage, premature labor, and small babies and stillbirth. Next is provide and promote health teaching on good nutrition, personal hygiene, and enough rest and sleep to ensure an optimum environment for health, growth, and development. So, ma'am, always po tayong kumain ng mga nutritious foods. Dapat enough yung sleep natin, tumulog ng tamang oras. magkain tayo like prutas and veggies. Kasi kung ano yung kinakain nyo, yun din yung natitake ng baby nyo. Next is discuss with the client her expectations about pregnancy, which includes the danger signs of pregnancy, labor, delivery, and impact on the family. Sa rationale is psychological assessment is important to assist the client in identifying areas of need to ensure the optimal fetal growth and development. Dapat ma'am, hindi po tayo nabubuhat ng mabibigat na gamit. May kasama rin po ba kayo sa bahay niyo, ma'am?
Yes po, asawa ko po.
Next is plan with the mother the preparation for breastfeeding the baby, to know the advantage of breastfeeding for newborn. So sa atin ma'am, mas kailangan po yung breastfeeding si baby, lalo na yung colostrum, mas need po yun ni baby. So kasi dapat breastfeed lang yung ginakain ni baby na galing sa'yo kasi para ma-prevent yung pagiging obese. Tapos, mas marami siyang nutrients na nakukuha sa'yo kaysa sa bottle feed. Next is discuss the importance of prenatal and subsequent visit for follow-up care. So, dapat po ma'am, always kayong magpa-check up or prenatal care para malaman yung mga kailangan ni baby at kailangan niyo. Tapos, thank you ma'am sa pag-visit niyo dito.